Hello and welcome back everyone, I'm Blue Banana and this is Kingdome Come Deliverance Beta version. Welcome back to, well, lovely Bohemia and its lovely weather. And if you've seen the last episode, then you know that we sadly had a crash at the end of the game. Or at the end of the episode, it wasn't really the end of the game. So for now I would say we try this again. I started somewhere around there, so I had to walk all the way through the woods again. Went to Merhiet because it was nightfall, stole some apples for breakfast, and now I'm back. In case you're wondering why the hell didn't you have any user interface, where did that go and why is it here suddenly? Well, I actually used a console command. You can see it up here, which is g_show HUD equals 1 to show the HUD or 0 to hide it. So that's basically how, well, I used how I used the game to make screenshots. It just looks so good, and the HUD just ruins screenshots. Just ruins screenshots, not the game. So we now need to talk to Sir Robert, and I think that's him. So let's see what he has to say. Yeah, we just stare at you, and our helmet looks worse for wear.
I'm back from scouting.
Well, I'm all ears. Now tell me what you found out, one thing at a time.
Sure. Let's try to do this. Okay, I think we need to turn on the HUD again. There we go. That was missing. Okay. So there are... Let's see how many there are. I guess I would say there were around...
And? How many? And bear in mind, I'm relying on what you say. We'll have to call for reinforcements, and that's no simple matter. Every man that comes with us will be lacking somewhere else. And I don't want wayfarers getting robbed because there's no one left to protect them.
Well, I don't rightly know. So... I'll be honest with him and say I don't know.
In that case, we're still going to need you.
Yeah, I'll be with you anyway, so... I'm gonna go through this a little bit faster. It was at the end of the last episode anyways, so who's in camp?
Cutthroats, bandits, and gallows bait. Hardly your average village rogues.
No more than I expected. I've no fear of them, but underestimating the enemy can be fatal.
There are not only bandits in the camp, but cumans as well. Quite a few of them.
Cumans, you say? Where the hell did they come from? Could Sigismund have left them here after he raised Skalitz? I like this less and less.
I took a look at their armor. They are not a proper army, but they're equipped quite well, especially the cumans. They are wearing full armor.
What about archers?
There's a few of them, and they're positioned well. If we charge them head-on, they'll probably do us a lot of damage.
I don't like the sound of that. It complicates the situation. Dealing with them before the battle would be the best option.
That's a good thing that we burned the arrows then.
That's all I know.
You've helped us anyway, lad. Did you manage to sabotage them at all while you were there?
I managed to destroy some of their arrow supplies so they'll have less ammunition.
Well done. That's just what we need.
I managed to slip poison to a few of them, so they won't be in the greatest shape for combat.
You're as cunning as a fox. We need more like you.
That's all, sir.
Don't worry, Henry. You have proven yourself an excellent spy. You did a good job, Harry. We'll go get them as soon as reinforcements get here.
It's Henry. He called us Harry again. Hello, good sir. I want to talk to your superior. So, let's see. I want to see this battle. I'm pretty sure that we were at the brink of the battle, and it just crashed on me. So let's hope that it will work this time.
So are you ready to advance on those bandits?
We are, but are you? Sure.
I'm ready.
Let's do it then. As you can see, the voiceovers are not 100% done. Pretty
Right,
obvious.
We're almost at the place you described. Now we have to advance cautiously. Tell me how it looks around the camp, so I can decide from which side to lead the attack from.
Sir, that's a big responsibility. I don't think I
asked you a question, for heaven's sake. You've been there and seen everything, so speak up.
There are 3 ways to get in. Directly along the straight path to the camp, the long way, round through the woods and over an old weir, or by a narrow bridge over the deep ditch.
Let's start with this direct route, which sounds like the most convenient approach. How does it look there?
Well, it's a quick road, but it's barricaded. Nah, not that way.
The path leads round their battlements. It's fortified and patrolled. The chances are they'd shoot us on the way.
It's a good thing you're here, Harry. We'll have to try another way then. What about the approach through the woods and the weir? I don't like the idea of marching such a long way through the woods, but if it's the better option...
That was a good approach, if I remember correctly, but we ended up directly in front of the human fortifications, but they're all dead. But he said something about we can get shot easily there. So, yeah, I'll go with this one here.
No one will see us coming until we reach the camp, but then we face a tough battle, because we'll be right next to the human fortifications.
The moment of surprise would help us a lot. I'll think it over. What about that last approach, over the bridge? It's a bit narrow for my liking.
That is true. But there are not that many guards, and the other side is a really good place for the battle, actually. So once we are on the other side, we'll be in the clear.
It's narrow, all right, but once we get over, we can quickly occupy the best ground for a battle. We only have to take down a few archers.
The bridge sounds inviting, but that bridge and the archers... It's not an easy decision. Each option has its pros and cons.
I try to answer to the best of my ability, sir.
You will be suitably rewarded for your efforts. From what you say, the route over the bridge is the best option. If we're fast, we'll have the advantage. With the help of God, we will win this day.
Come on, and with the help of God, this game will not crash this day. Fingers crossed. Okay.
We'll approach from the south and storm them over the bridge.
Nope. There we go. Another crash. That is sad. Sad day is sad. Well, I restart and jump back into the game as soon as at the same point that we just were. Anyways, I'll be back in a second. Alright, back after, well, I think 7, 8, 9, 10 tries. And sadly, we encountered a game-breaking bug, which is to expected in the beta. I checked the forums. It's pretty much well known. It will be addressed in, well, a future patch, obviously. And it has to do with saving and loading the game. If you've watched the update video on Warhorse Studios channel, then you know what to encounter. The problem is, it doesn't matter which of the choices I tell Robert, you know, when I plan the attack. Any way I do it, I'll get a crash to desktop at the exact same point. So it's not determined by any of these things. It's just a pretty simple save and load kind of thing. I think it just something that we did messed up the save file, and the save state is basically screwed. But, well, I sank about an hour or so into trying all of this, because if you remember, every time it crashes I have to restart the game, which takes a while. And if you remember correctly, I kind of forgot to save, so I started over here, had to run up all the way to here, then I had to sleep, which also takes about 5 minutes. And yeah, it was a tedious task. Doesn't matter. I now set out to basically, well, find the edges of the map. And there we go, we found another one. So far, I might make a screenshot and, well, if it's at all possible, to get all of this in one screen. And then I try to kind of line in the edge of the map. And I just, where my mouse was, should be pretty accurate actually. So it should be somewhere around here. Then snakes over right here to this clearing. We know that. Then it should be somewhere over there. And I don't know it exactly in this region. But it has to include, of course, the bandit camp. I know that I went past these coal making piles. If you don't know, but they make coal out of wood. So somewhere around here. This little village is not on the map, if I'm not mistaken, because when we came back down here, this little area, we saw the porta potty right here. So it's somewhat something like this. Then it should be somewhere around. Yeah, I know that for a fact that it's right behind the military camp, so it has to be somewhere like that. Includes Samopesh, of course. Isn't there the alchemy lady? Yeah, I think so. So it has to be somewhere in the back here. You still can't, if you go over here, you can see a cloister here in the back. But you can't visit it, of course. You're bound by a fence right here, which goes along this wood up and around here. So the reason why I wanted to see or try to go this way, it's pretty simple, as you can see under construction. I looked up the map and also I was in the region. I posted some pictures on Twitter of Tarnberg and stuff. Mostly of Tarnberg so far. So I know for a fact that I came, I think, through this valley. I drove by the quarry. And I think to go to Merhyet, you have to kind of snake up. Here's a little hill in the real world. I can't tell you. That's why I'm trying to go there. So I know for a fact that we snaked up. We had to snake up right here through the woods, and then go all the way around to basically here. So you came around there, and actually I made a photo from this position, I think, overlooking Talmberg. You can't quite see it. You can see the towers of the castle from up here. The mill is not in existence anymore, just for your information. It does not exist anymore. But it's interesting. It's really rural. It's really rural, this area today. I mean, as you can see, it is back in the day as well, but I mean, okay, I was there on a Sunday around, I don't know, noon. So of course everybody was home and eating lunch, I guess. But if you think that the game is empty, well, go there and see for yourself. Nobody's there anyways. Or nobody was in the streets or something. I think I saw 2 people well, all in all the villages that we had to pass through. I think we came from up there somewhere. Yeah, I said it. We went through this well, little valley. So all the little villages that we passed through, I think we saw two people. One was repairing, I don't know, the front face of his house, and the other one was, I don't know, gardening or something. So we're now just trying to basically explore the map. I know it's not the most entertaining thing, and I remember there was a comment on one of my alpha videos which was like, holy fuck, what a boring episode, all you did was run around. Let's be this a warning. This will be almost exactly what we do now. I just want to have the whole map uncovered. just to see where you can go, what's basically what's the limits of the beta. And also you have to hand it to them, the landscape and the forests and everything you see is so goddamn pretty. It's really well made. Also, we might stumble upon some secrets or something. Maybe there are some secrets in the beta, I don't know. I think the update video mentioned that you can stumble upon secrets. I don't know if it was... I can't remember 100% if he said. And by he, of course, it's Daniel Wavre. I don't know if he said that it's... that you can find secrets in the future, or if this is just future content for the full release, of course, or if there are some secrets that you could see in the beta. He also mentioned populating the area a bit more, and, you know, just having random events like being mugged on, or just, you know, holed up on the road by bandits and stuff like that. And we had one of these fights, right? Or two even. We had two human attacks on the road so far, and I'm trying to kind of find those as well. If this seems like yeah, well, okay, it seems like this is the edge of the map anyways. Oh man, that's a pity. I think, if I remember correctly, and I can look this up on Google Maps, of course, but I think Neuhof is in this direction. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure. I drove by Neuhof, so that's how. But you know, my sense of orientation is really bad, so I can't 100% tell that this is exactly how the map is laid out, or if they 100% adapted it like that. So that's another thing. But I think so. I would think so. In case you're wondering, Neuhof is still just a farm. Looks like a single farm with a really big building behind it, really long building. Don't know if they still, I don't know. What you call it again? Have horses there? I haven't seen one. So this is not where I want to be at the moment. Can't see anything. Let's try and get to this road maybe, if it's at all possible. Nope, there's a fence. All right, let's get out of this woodwork. Even though it looks really good. Okay, so this road seems to be not in the game at the moment. And there we go, that's Tarnberg's precious little castle. It's really not that big. Once again, I posted a photo on Twitter, I think, with Tarnberg's, well, castle. The remains are, well, let's say, a little bit shabby. It's a little bit shabby. Whoa. Oh, looked like there is a huge drop here, but it's just a steep little hill. Yeah, it looks like we can't go anywhere here. You're riding an invisible horse, sir. Or ma'am. Most likely sir. Let's try to talk to him, let's see. Uh-huh. This is a very intriguing position. I don't want to go there anymore. You know what? Let's make a screenshot. And for screenshots, I usually open the console with the tilde key, I think it's called. It's the one below escape, just below escape. And then just type g_show HUD, I think, and then type 0. And there you go. HUD's gone. make a screenshot. I use the Steam screenshots, which is F12. That's why you heard this pew sound. I think maybe you didn't, maybe you did. And then you can just do this, and you have it again. Perfect. Also, to get some information, I have no clue what this means. I don't know. I really don't. Huh. Weirdo. Alright, so I think with that we have basically uncovered the whole map. So we have two things that we can do. One, we could, well, basically restart the whole game and do it in one go, which I think I might do, but this time as a diplomat. But first, since this game, this save file is, I don't know, dead anyways, why not try and take the bandit camp on our own? Just go there and just try and take all those bastards out without any help of Robert and his men. I have no idea if this will work or not, but I'm pretty sure that this is something I could do before, you know, throwing the whole save file away. But you have to keep in mind one thing now before I end this episode. If I decide to play as a diplomat, I'm not sure if I'm going to I don't know if I should record the whole thing again, or if I just, you know, power through on my own without recording it. And then, as soon as I'm done, or basically at the same point that we are right now, just before the battle, jump back in again. But this would just take a hell of a lot of time away from any other series I'm trying to make at the moment. So I don't rightly know. I don't rightly know. Anyways, I'm terribly sorry that this didn't work out the way that I'd like it to be, and more or less I'm pretty sure that you would have liked it to be. But that's the beta for you. It can happen, and I'm really looking forward to a patch. If you, by any chance, still liked what you saw, then please consider pressing the like button. It helps me out a great deal, and I really do hope that I see you in the next episode. So thanks for watching, and as always, auf Wiedersehen.